Hey Level 5 fans, since 2025 is almost over, I thought it would be a fun idea to try and predict what they do in 2026. I won't be including any of the mobile game stuff in this video, but I will be going over what I think will happen with the console games and other delays. So now let's get started. Let's start off with January. I honestly don't think anything's going to happen in January. I think it's going to be very relaxed and maybe just a Happy New Year tweet from Hino and maybe the official Level 5 Twitter account. Who knows? And maybe like a patch or two for Inazuma 11. And February is where things get interesting. It's Professor Layton's anniversary and they have a new game that's set to come out next year. So, realistically, I think we're going to get a new trailer then and maybe a demo. There's an article about how they're deciding if they want to do a demo or not because they don't want to spoil puzzles. So I think there may not be a demo depending on if they're hesitant or not. But I think they're going to announce the game for November. I think that gives them enough time to sort out any issues with the game before release. Also, I think the Holy Horror Mansion presentation is going to be announced for summer 2026. Also, before we continue, thank you to Rina Inari and Leadoni for all the support on Patreon. March, April, May, and June, I honestly don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we'll get something more for Fantasy Life I and Inazuma 11. The two games have been overwhelmingly successful, it seems, so far. And I think they may want to push out just a little bit of new content in them during those times. And then in July, we'll get our typical Yokai Watch anniversary art and tweets from, the Yokai Watch Twitter, stuff like that. And then August, I believe we're going to get the Inazuma anniversary tweet and Inazuma 11 remake, which they announced, I believe, for 2026, is going to get delayed to 2027. I honestly don't see the game coming out next year. I think that was way too soon of an announcement and way too soon of a release date. I just don't see it happening. Then we get around to September and summer ends and there's no Holy Horror Mansion presentation. It'll get delayed to fall 2026. Nothing will happen in October. And then we move on to November and we get the Professor Layton release. I think it's going to do very well. I've seen many people who aren't Level 5 fans be really into Professor Layton, so I feel like that's a very good sign for it. Some people even say, are like, oh, this is a Nintendo game, right? Some people associate it heavily with Nintendo, even though it's not a Nintendo series. Which I think that's honestly a good sign for sales. And then December comes along and fall ends. The Holy Horror Mansion presentation is delayed to 2027. I honestly don't have high hopes of them doing anything with that, and I don't think they'll mention Deca Please at all next year. And I think that's pretty much it. Those are my ideas of what will happen with Level 5 next year. Let me know your ideas in the comments and if you agree with me, and I guess next year we'll go through a journey and see if I'm right or not.